Alright, I'm back with a new little project. So, for many of you guys that have had a dual screen phone like I did with my LG G8X, going back to a single screen phone, it's been different. Now, I've sort of upgraded to the Note 20. I don't know if that's considered an upgrade, probably, but I like my dual screen now. I'm back to single screen. So today I like to see if I can adapt the LG G8X's second screen to my uh, Samsung Note 20. Now the Samsung Note 20 has an HDMI output, which is what you're required to have the second screen on the LG G8X. If you guys are not familiar, the second screen actually is like a case. It comes off, then you have your screen. So, and you have a little HDMI adapter in the bottom that it kind of slides in. Anyhow, I'm gonna see if I can adapt this to the Samsung. So to do that, I'm gonna actually take it apart. Now I have two of them. I have my old broken one. Um, they usually break if you drop them. They break from the corners, and then the hinge doesn't hold it well, so it starts wobbling. Anyhow, so let's start. All right. To start with this project, I'd like to take apart the whole thing and see if I can um, have this connected to my phone without taking the case apart and actually melting anything and adapting it. So I'm going to start by taking the back cover apart and see if I can take the USB-C adapter out. So I'm going to take a razor blade and start lifting this plastic around the edges. It looks like it's separate, so let's do that. Alright, so on my second screen that the hinge was broken, I used the razor blade and I took the back plastic off. Now you can see the wires that come from the other screen, and they go, and then they go bottom down here. And this part, it's got more plastics that it looks like they're separate. You can see little tabs and stuff that I'm hoping to take off. So let's see if I can just use a razor blade and pop these out. So they do have a little bit of glue and tabs holding them in place. So, right. So you got little plastic tabs here, and they're holding them. You also have glue around the edges. So now I've got the screws. I'm hoping once I take these screws off, I can take that out and then plug it into my phone and see what we're gonna get. Alright, screws are out. Let's see what happens. Still not coming off. Let's see if I can pull it out with a little screwdriver. Alright, here you have a little hole that's got a tab, and I'm assuming the next one is going to be here. Alright, it's coming out. So I notice that when I was trying to take this out, this flat wires were bending from the hard part. So I'm gonna separate this first, and it seems like it's just got glued. It's glued in place. It's got some glue in the back. Let's see if we can dislodge this without breaking anything. Alright, it's coming off. You don't want to put too much force into it and possibly damage anything that is going to make this useless. Alright, so that separated right there. And now I think I'm going to start again back on this and see what happens. Alright, so I was able to pop this plastic out. And now since I'm getting to electronics, I'm just going to use my wrist strap just so I don't zap it and kill it accidentally. Alright, so what I'd like to do is actually separate this USB-C adapter from this, and it seems like it's got a little screw holding it in place on this side. Let's see if you can take that off. It's right under the interesting. It's right under the magnetic thing for the let's see how we're gonna do this. I need a tiny Phillips screwdriver, a very small one, or a very small flathead would do as well. So let's see if I can use a flathead. No. And this one got it. Alright, let's see. Okay, and it's out. Alright, so I have disconnected this from the backboard. It's so the little screw that I was telling you about is only on one side. It's on the right side, and I've already unscrewed it, and that was kind of weird to have that there, but anyhow, so I'm gonna try this on the Samsung and see what we're gonna get.